Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Bright of Africa Celebrities. It's been a long while and I'm here to speak about Russia-Ukraine crisis. Things are getting worse by the day. And at this point in time, NATO must intervene to stop this dictator from causing further damage to Ukrainian cities. Guys, listen. In Ukraine, missiles were raining down like fire, like rainwater. And thousands of people are just losing their shelter every day. I don't even want to talk about the casualties because yesterday's missile strike by Russia is unfortunate and must be condemned by any peace-loving nation or individual. Because this brutal assassination of Ukrainians is unwarranted and Putin must not be allowed to continue with this mayhem. I wonder why NATO are acting very slow. This Putin, one man, acting as if he's Adolf Hitler II. What is this guy up to? And the rest of the world are just watching, supplying Ukraine with weapons, which cannot even take down the Russian man himself. This thing, if I were president of Ukraine, I swear, I will develop my own nuclear missile program, because what Putin is doing is utter nonsense. It is utter crap, and he doesn't have any moral right to do so, because Ukraine is a sovereign nation whose territorial integrity must be respected. But this Vladimir dictator thinks he is the president of the world and nothing can be done to him. The United Nations itself, I don't know what they are doing. How many people do you want to die in Ukraine before you allow NATO to intervene? Declare a no-fly zone in Russia, in Ukraine, and at least deploy troops to go and fight. Because this man is up to something. He's going to destroy all that the world has built together. Since the Second World War, the world has never come closer to a nuclear Armageddon than we are today. And it's all thanks to who? Vladimir Putin. This president is up to something else. He's up to land-grabbing agenda, which is uncharacteristic of the 21st century. We don't do this in the 21st century. Nations must be competing in terms of science and technology today, not weapons of mass destruction, killing your neighboring country for a mere reason that NATO are trying to allow Ukraine to join them. Even if NATO is allowing Ukraine to join them, NATO will never attack Russia if they are not aggrieved. If they are not attacked, NATO will never attack Russia. So what's the fear of insecurity here? That you want to rebuild the Soviet Union to the detriment of humanity. A 70-year-old man with wife and kids is sleeping somewhere and deploying generals to go and fight, kill innocent civilians and displace millions of people. It's so sad. Otherwise, this Ukraine, I'm not in Ukraine, but if you are a responsible person, you must cry for peace at this point. What we want is peace. We are not saying they should go and attack Russians. What we want is peace. If Russia stops this invasion, the world will return to calm. Look at Ghana. I'm in Ghana, but I'm suffering because of how this war has impacted the Ghanaian city, and our economy is just collapsing. A war fought thousands of miles away, hundreds of thousands of miles away. It's impacting Ghana and other African countries more than Russians themselves. Russians themselves are yet to feel the heat of this reckless military special operation. And people don't want us to talk about this. What should we talk about? What should we talk about? Putin is just Hitler II, and it is high time. His cup is full. Russian citizens themselves, I believe, they are fed up of this dictator, and his military guys his military plans, special operation, is failing by the day, and he knows that it is going to be a long way battle to take over Ukraine as a government. So you cannot tear down the government. You can only rain down your missiles, kill a few innocent civilians, and then destroy infrastructure. That is all that he can do, simply because his Crimean bridge collapsed partly due to a catastrophic fire that erupted from nowhere. Putin is just retaliating with massive missile strikes, and America is just acting slow too. They should step up their game. President Joe Biden, if you really love Ukraine as you do, send more advanced air defense systems as you promised, and this should just be done quickly enough to ward off these invaders. This war is unfortunate because people don't understand what we mean a nuclear conflict. Russia is a very serious nuclear power, and the threat that they are posing to the rest of the world, if a nuclear Armageddon is to strike the world today, no one will know peace. No one will have a secure future. Your wife and kids, all of them will be wiped out. So don't be supporting Putin because this guy is up to no good. The weapons that he has at his disposal, I believe the United States and NATO countries, their allies, they should be able to counter this offensive with a major action. Don't allow this to keep going, because this conflict is being felt across the whole planet. Thanks for watching. This is my little humble opinion. I hope that this advice will be taken seriously. Thank you for watching. See you guys in another video. My name is Bob Bright.